kitchen was understocked. Then the chef got this aha moment and created a classic by accident.
For our final stop on this fabulous fall foliage trip, we head to the Yihe Road neighborhood. It used to be the embassy district of the Republican era when Nanjing was capital, and the area has preserved many old buildings that functioned as homes and offices of local and foreign dignitaries. The precinct offers a backdrop noticeably different from the Ming Dynasty and older architectures seen in the past few days.
We are heading from Yihe Road back to the hotel to pick up our bags and return to Suzhou. Before that, just one more meal. We are going to stop by the Ma Xiangxing Qingzhen on the way. The Ma Xiangxing Halal restaurant. It's one of the oldest establishments of its kind in the city. It's an official Chinatown honored brand, and its Hui founder, Mr. Ma, was supposedly one of the first people to bring牛肉锅贴, the beef Potsticker, to the city, which has since then become a culinary icon of Nanjing.
There are many Potsticker restaurants that Nanjing citizens consider superior to Ma Xiangxing, but just like Ma, most of them share one thing in common: halal. This is why the guotie here contains beef instead of the more common pork filling for guotie elsewhere. Use of the term guotie itself might spark arguments. Some insist that guotie should be small, straight rolls similar to taquitos, like these ones here, while Nanjing's Nuro guotie beef pot stickers look like giant crescent-shaped dumplings and should instead be called jianjiao, fried dumplings. However, others define jianjiao as dumplings first boiled, then fried, which isn't the case with Nanjing's beef pot stickers. These are shallow fried directly in rapeseed oil, hence the distinct yellow hue. Let's now look at something else not fried, but also very yellow and very famous.
The restaurant has always been pretty famous. Even the movers and shakers who lived on Yihe Road back in the Republic of China era, they would visit the restaurant quite often. One story goes that Wang Jingwei, the traitor, he was craving for dishes at Ma Xiangxing so much that he drove a car belonging to the Japanese military police, so he could just, speed through the checkpoints and get to the restaurant as soon as possible.
Ma Xiangxing is a touchstone of the city's food scene not only because of its affiliation with Nuro guotie, but also the invention of celebrated dishes like this Dan Shao Mai or egg siu mai, which was supposedly invented for Bai Chongxi, first defense minister of the Republican era. Unlike other shao mai varieties which use dough wrappers, the egg shao mai uses thin sheets of egg made by swirling beaten egg in a heated and oiled ladle. Another distinction is the filling, chiefly consisting of minced shrimp, which is why it has a much more delicate taste than pork filling typical of Cantonese dim sum restaurants and the mutton filling of Inner Mongolia. This is one of the 4 famous dishes of Ma Xiangxing. The second of such gourmet creation is
Gan, liver of the beauty, but it has no liver. It's really duck pancreas and chicken breast.
The dish was named as such because, well, it looks lovely. Simple and straightforward. But what's more, according to some traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, consuming pancreas of the duck can nourish the liver. When you have healthy liver, you look lively and beautiful. Maybe that's another way to understand liver of the beauty. Just saying, duck pancreas isn't duck liver, but it does remind me of foie gras. Perhaps not as rich, but just as tender. Even the chicken breast is super tender. So tender I forget it's chicken breast. This is coming from someone who eats chicken breast every day at home.
This dish was invented here. It's one of those typical stories where some famous personality came for a meal, but the kitchen was understocked. Then the chef got this aha moment and created a classic by accident.
I can see why it's a classic. Who knew duck pancreas could pass as foie gras? The folks of this duck capital know their ducks well. I did say in the last video Nanjing people are masters at preparing the waterfowl. We have another duck dish on the table, ji chai kao yao bao, shepherd's purse and roast duck bun. It's decent but not in a ducky way. The filling is almost entirely shepherd's purse. The plant is considered a weed in some countries, but Chinese chefs, especially Jiangnan chefs, have found ways to maximize the potentials of the vegetable's grassy flavor. And lastly, something less grassy but sort of grassroots in character, guoba, scorched rice. The food is widely found around China. One theory is that it was popularized by traveling traders from the Huizhou region as a ration eaten on the road, and that the term guoba is derived from dialect of that area. The modern provinces of Anhui and Jiangsu, among other places, used to make up Jiangnan province of Qing dynasty, with present-day Nanjing being the seat of government. Maybe that's why this dish is on the menu, and maybe that's why Nanjing has a special place in the minds of many Anhui people. Time for us to say goodbye to this special place, at least for now. 再见